Hi, in this lecture we will talk about doc strings or documentation strings. So let me tell you that documentation strings does not affect our program directly, but they are very helpful when someone else tries to understand your function. So here is a function. What if I send this function to someone else? So it becomes very difficult for others to understand a function. All they need to know is what are the parameters that I need to pass to this function and what will be the result which I will get from a function. And no one tries to understand what is the logic behind the function until and unless someone wants to contribute to it. So we will also write a doc string for this function in order to make it easy for others to understand it. So you just need to type 6 quotation marks right after the definition of the function. So here is the definition line, and before the body of the function I need to define the doc string. So just put 6 quotation marks. And now let's write our doc string. So this is my line. This is a function used to find basic stats of a number. And now let's tell the user some more information about it. Let me write here parameters. So the parameters will be, so give a list of numbers, and now let's tell the user the output. The return will be mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and the form will be named tuple. So now if someone wants to understand your function, this doc string will let him understand it without focusing on the logic of the function. So let's save it. And now the Python will automatically link this doc string with the underscore underscore doc underscore underscore attribute. Now what is underscore underscore doc attribute? So it is an attribute of a function, whether the function is a user defined function or a built-in function. All of them have an attribute, a default attribute with the name underscore underscore doc. Now let's see how this attribute looks like. So again, let me debug it. Just put a breakpoint right here, and let's click on this debug Python file. And now in this section, just open this local variables portion and just open this function and just click on this special variables. Just scroll down little bit, and here you go. You got your doc attribute, and this is the text of this doc attribute. But if you don't write anything like this, you will see that the Python will print here none. So if I remove it, just cut it, okay, and let's save it. Let's stop the debug and let's debug it again. Open function, basic stats, special variables. As you can see, the value of doc attribute is none. So this is how Python associates or link your doc strings with this doc attribute. So again, let me paste, just save it. Let's stop the debug. And now how someone can access this doc attribute? So the solution is quite simple. Just right here, print basic stats and then dot operator and then the attribute name, which in our case is underscore underscore doc underscore underscore. So just hit enter. Let's save it, and instead of debug, let's run it. And here we go, we got our doc string right here. So now by reading this documentation, anyone can understand your function and the purpose of your function. So I hope that you have understood this doc strings. So most of the professional programmers use doc strings for their documentation in order to let others understand it. So you can actually use a help function for this as well. So if I remove it, and if I type here help and just type your function name, which is basic stats. Now basically we use help function for classes, but you can use them for simple functions as well. So let's run it, and again we got our doc string. So here, as you can see, that help function returns some more information regarding our function, not just the doc string. So first of all, we have the function definition line, which is basic stat function name, and then a, which is a variable, and the type of a is list, and then we have the doc string, and then we have none. So in the classes we will learn about this none as well. Just try to write doc strings for your functions in order to polish your programming skills. And I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.